Hello, students and parents. Mr. Stemple here. I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about how you access the applications that we're for sure going to be using this year for engineering class, specifically Canvas, Aspen, and PLTW. There may be a few other ones that we use depending on which class you're in, but we'll go through those as they come up. So let's get started with Canvas. Okay, so here we are on Canvas, and the address for this is dcps.instructure.com. I'm sure you're all familiar with Canvas, but I want to go through just a couple things. Once you get logged onto Canvas, you'll see the dashboard here where you'll see the classes that you have. And I'm going to click right here on IED, which is the Intro to Engineering Design, but it's the one that I taught last year. So it has all the assignments and stuff in it from last year, so you can see kind of how I've put Canvas together last year. I'll do it a similar way this year. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here to Student View so you can see exactly what my students saw last year. There we go. And so you'll see when you first log on, you're in modules. And if you're not in modules, you can go right down here and click modules and you'll be in modules. And I did a module last year for Learning at Home in Q4. I did also a module for Q3, the stuff we did at the end of Q3, etc. I may break the modules up a little bit differently this year, but we'll see how things go. Suffice to say, modules is where you should start. Because in modules, you'll see things like this Design Your Room. That's an assignment. The ones with the little rocket ships are quizzes. That was a quiz that I gave, etc., etc. Now you can also go, if you want, to assignments and see the assignments. You can go to quizzes and see the quizzes, or you can just go under modules and see pretty much everything. So let's look at one of the assignments. I'm just going to go here to the Design Your Room assignment. Click on that and you'll kind of see what shows up in the assignments. There's a link for the YouTube video that went with the assignment and a link to the online tool that I wanted students to use to design their room. Kind of a fun activity, or can do a little bit of a drawing of your room online and print it out or take a picture of it or whatever. And there's a video there associated for how to go about using that application. This is what you'll see in the assignments whenever I put them on Canvas. Some of the assignments, actually this year, all of the assignments will say, turn in something specific, right? So submitting a file upload here, which would have been the picture of your design from the online tool. Then I'll go back over here to modules so you can see what a quiz looks like. Again, there's someone with little rocket ships, and you will have a quiz every week, starting on Friday, ending the following Friday. So if I click on this quiz right here, it would open up the quiz, and it would tell me, before I take this quiz, I probably want to read through this article here because the questions from the quiz largely follow that article. Most of the time when I give you a quiz, or one of the weekly quizzes, it will follow all the stuff that we've covered that week. So you'll find some of the PowerPoint information in there, some of the notes that I want you to look at in there, and then go ahead and do the quizzes. As of right now, I'm planning on having the quizzes be worth 10 points. That may have to change based on what the requirements are from DCPS, but we'll work on that together. So that's Canvas. Now, once you've done with Canvas and you've got all your grades in, et cetera, you can go into Aspen to see what your grades are. So if you go into Aspen, I don't have a student view for this, so I'm not sure exactly what the student view would look like, but I believe that you can go here and see your grades. Now, they're not finished updating my grade book yet, and they haven't taken they have taken the ones out from last year, so I can't show you what it would look like. I will do my best to update Aspen as often as I can. It will be once a week for sure, if not twice a week with all the grades. So at the end of the week, you can expect that what you see in Aspen is your grade so far. If you have any questions about that, use my contact information on the website and give me a call or shoot me an email. And then finally, we'll talk about the PLTW website, which you access using my.pltw.org. You can see it up here, my.pltw.org. Now, each student will have their own unique login for this website. So whenever you log onto the website the first time, it'll say hello. It should have your name up there. We're still working on getting all the rostering in, but by the time the school year starts, I should have usernames and passwords for everybody. Once you log on, you're going to go right here to courses, and it'll show you the courses that you are signed up for. Some of you will be signed up for one course, some of you will be signed up for two, and you'll see them here. You won't see the teacher guides, of course, you'll see the student guides. So those are the ones in blue. So for instance, you'll see Intro to Engineering Design, or Principles of Engineering. And you'll probably also have this General Student Resources tab here, which is something that we'll refer back to quite a bit. So let's look at Intro to Engineering Design, just for the heck of it. I'll click on that one, and that shows you how to go through the PLTW website. So on the left side, right here, is all the coursework for the PLTW curriculum. So Unit 1, Design and Problem Solving. We're going to go through an activity with some of this information in it. So you can click here. You can see Design Basics. You can open up any of these little tabs over here. I will use quite a bit of this material, but maybe not exactly this material. For instance, we will do a project based on the design process. So you can click here and read through what the design process is like. We're going to do the redesign project in some form at least. So you'll see some of that on here. Some of the other things we might get to, we might not get to, and I might skip around a little bit. But in most of my lessons, I will reference some activity or some lesson in the PLTW website. So you can go here and see that activity or see that lesson. And if you want to get back to look at your other one, you can go right up here to My Library and go back and see these tabs again. Now, the General Student Resources has things like what's the design process, how to write a design brief, some technical knowledge you should know, some data analysis tools, some measurement tools. These are things that students of engineering in general should know. And we'll do some assignments that come from this section as well. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, once again, give me a call, shoot me an email, or send me a text. Thanks.